Hey guys, welcome back to my art studio. Today I'm upstairs in my living room and I thought I would do a different video than the first couple. In the first ones I made resin heart coasters for you, broken heart coasters. Today I thought I would show you something I do when I either lack inspiration or, on the flip side, do you ever feel like maybe you have too many thoughts in your head? You ever think to yourself, man, how am I supposed to sift through all these extraneous thoughts and pick out the important ones? Sometimes I feel like there's too many thoughts in my head and I need a pensieve like Dumbledore so I can put some of them somewhere else to review it at a later date. Or sometimes if I just lack motivation, I don't want to start an art project. That happens too. One of the things I do is I take a sheet of computer paper and just a bunch of shapes. Today I thought I would use these hexagons. And I play with shapes and see what happens. First, let me sort these. Blue, 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 purple, red, blue, green, red, green, red. All right, there's only 2 purple ones. I'm thinking I gave the rest of the purple ones to one of my friends. So I'm gonna take these and put these off to the side. This is plenty of shapes right here for me to play with. And the color is not overly important for what I'm thinking about doing right now anyways. Let me next reduce this. Let me reduce this to 3 of each color because humans tend to think in 3s. They say good things come in 3s. They say 3rd time's the charm. If you're Tim Burton, who I love, by the way, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. So then what I do is I take these shapes and I say, I wonder what happens if I was to, arrange them sort of like this? Does that give me any inspiration? I got 3 by 3, 9, tic-tac-toe board. Does that give me any inspiration? I mean, it's not bad. What if I was to put these 3 together? And then these 3 together? And then these 3 together? Huh, now it's sort of like 3 smiley faces? Kind of. 3 blocky Mickey Mouse ears? I guess. Kind of. 3 hexagonal Mickey Mouse ears. 3 smiles, maybe. If I look at it this way, what bothers me now is that all of this white here on the sides. It's a lot of negative space. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with negative space. I like to paint minimalistic things often. I like minimalist paintings. Negative space is a great thing. Can be a great thing. In this case, I'm thinking there's a little too much negative space for my liking. So what if I was to add 1 more of each? So instead of having 3 rows of 3, we now have 3 rows of 5. Quick, what's 3 times 5? If you just answered 15 at home, give yourself a pat in the back, because you're correct. I like this better. There's less negative space. The only thing is that now this looks to me kind of like a frown. So what do we do with a frown? We turn the frown upside down. Or in math terms, we do a 180-degree rotation. Now we have 3 smiles instead of 3 frowns. And I like that a lot. I have one other thought. What if I add 2 more to the middle, just to break up the, instead of 5, 5, 5, how about 5, 7, 5? Again, now the middle one looks kind of like a frown. So what if I just swap all these red ones, kind of like that. Now it looks like a medium-sized smile, a large to extra large size smile, and another medium sized smile. Perfect, 3 smiles. That sounds good. Is a smile ever a bad thing? I don't think so. They say that smiles release endorphins. Even if you don't feel happy, if you smile enough, you'll release enough endorphins that it will eventually catch up to you. That's what the science says. And you'll become happy. What else is 575? I'm going to say haiku. Here's a template for a haiku. Right? In a haiku, your first line would be 5 syllables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second line would be 7 syllables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Third line would be 5 syllables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. A little tickle in my throat. Okay, I like this now. There's a lot less negative space. I like the way it is a lot. I really like it. It does look like the red ones are a little further to this side. Again, this is art. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you guys have watched my other videos, you'll hear me saying we're all perfectly imperfect all the time. And I'm only doing this by hand. If I wanted this to be perfect, I could either measure it, or I could just do it on a computer. Like, you know, like a computerized graph paper. But that's okay. I'm just doing this roughly by hand. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to trace around the hexagons. That's why I put the computer paper down here first. I always have a handful of markers at my desk. Today, oops, I dropped the purple one. Here we go. Today I've got green, red, pink, light blue, dark blue, yellowy orange, and purple. Since I have 3 rows of hexagons, I'm going to choose 3 colors. Well, eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Well, since there's 2 blues, why don't I choose both the blues? And then what would go good with the blues? I'm thinking red. Okay, I'm going to put these other markers down out of the way. I'm going to pop the cap off. Probably only need to pop the cap off of one at a time, but it's okay. Now, what order do I want these? I think I want red in the middle, so that the 2 blues are separated, and then it doesn't really matter. I'll just pick light blue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gently just trace around this hexagon. And if it doesn't come out perfect, that's totally fine. Like I just said, we're all perfectly imperfect. That's not too bad. And then I'm just going to trace around this hexagon. I'm going to keep doing these top 5 in this light blue. Until I'm done. Oh, look at that. Those didn't quite make up. And then once I finish these 5, I'm going to do the middle ones in red. There we go. Those 5 are done. Let me put the cap back on this blue marker because we don't want to dry it out. Now I'm going to do the middle ones in red. Red outlining red. Red on red. said. They're all perfectly imperfect. This doesn't need to be perfect. This is just a little something to try to get my creative juices flowing, you know? A little something to... This is an easy art project because I find that oftentimes if you do something easy, something small, it oftentimes leads to then doing another small thing or a medium thing or even a large thing. Oftentimes if you do something small to sort of get yourself going, once you get going, there's no telling what amazingness you can create. Another thing that I like about imperfections in art is that, like Bob Ross always said, when you do art, I mean, he talked about paintings because that's what he mostly did. But he always said that he liked when there was spots in the painting that you're not 100% fond of. He said, I hope there are some spots that you're not 100% fond of. Because if you ever do a perfect painting, if you ever create a perfect piece of artwork, like for example, perhaps the Mona Lisa, then, you know, Bob Ross would say that then you should stop being an artist. If you've created the perfect piece of art, then you've achieved perfection. What's the point of keeping doing art? So, I remember one of his favorite quotes was, I hope you're plagued with dissatisfaction when it comes to art. Not when it comes to life, because life comes with enough dissatisfaction as it is. I hope you guys have easy lives, but who really does? No one. But when you do art, I do hope that you're plagued with dissatisfaction because it keeps you coming back for more. You say, you know what? The next time I do that, it's going to be even better. The first attempt I did was really good. But when I do it next, it's going to be even better. And then if I do it again after that, it's going to be even better again. So, I don't mind when my art has imperfections in it. Even when your friends point out your imperfections in your art, you can just say, well, I'd like to see you do it better. Okay, so now that I've got those all outlined, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up these hexagons. I'm going to pick up all these hexagons. And this is just a plastic cup that you saw me mixing resin in. They buy like, 1,000 of these off Amazon for $40 or something. I don't know. I don't have to buy them all that often. 1,000 plastic cups last for a while. Okay, so I'm going to put those out of the way for now. Now I've got this. In terms of imperfections, I can see right now that this one is a little bit tilted, but who cares? There's a little more space in between this and this, a little bit more space here than there. But again, there's nothing wrong with imperfections. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these colored pencils I have sitting over here. I've got blue, green, orange, purple. And I'm going to color in these hexagons a little bit. I think I might need to sharpen this orange one. Sorry if this is a terrible sound. I was just sharpening them. I think the rest of them, maybe the green one could use a little bit. I think those should be sharpened enough to do this. What I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of diagonal lines because of those heart coaster I just did. I'm thinking I want to make all of these green, these top 5. And then I'm thinking I want to make the bottom 5 purple, which leaves me with orange and blue. The reason, by the way, I picked out these 4 color pencils is because my favorite colors in order is purple number 1, blue number 2, green number 3, orange number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, my 4 favorite colors, and then red. There's a red colored pencil over here, but I'm gonna not use it today. These are my top 5 favorite colors. Let me know what your top 5 favorite colors are in the comments below. So then for the middle, the two I haven't used yet are blue and orange. I'm thinking to draw your eye right into the middle. I'm gonna make the middle 5 orange. So I think that'll pop. And then that leaves these 2 for blue. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm just gonna sit here and color all these in. This is one of the reasons why I like doing a project like this, because it gives you a chance to just sit here and color. And if you go outside the lines, who cares? That's a good show on ESPN. I like Wilbon. And he plays off Kornheiser kind of nicely. They have a nice sort of good guy, bad guy shtick going every so often. If you happen to color outside the lines, who cares? This is a nice reminder of what it's like to be a kid. Sort of like drawing your own coloring book, one page of your own coloring book, and then coloring it in. Just getting a chance to sit quietly and gather your thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna say that all those green ones are filled in. I'm gonna put the green colored pencil over there. And now I'm gonna do blue. Also, I like the sound of the pencil on the paper. This is a nice ASMR sound. How does that sound coming through the camera? I like the way it sounds when I'm doing it right now. Sorry, is my shadow in the way? I wonder if I can color this differently to get my hands out of the way, the shadow out of the way. I think maybe I should tape the piece of paper down because it keeps sliding all over the place. I want to make sure it stays in frame. Maybe next time I should just put a piece of like masking tape or something. Low tack tape on the corners. Low tack tape is a tape that sticks, but it doesn't stick very strongly. It's usually pretty easy to remove. I'm sure I have some down cellar in my art supplies somewhere. I have like a whole basement full of art supplies, like a whole art store in my basement. I've been asking people for art supplies for Christmas and my birthday for years, decades probably at this point. I used to ask for specific art supplies when I was first starting out, but now I pretty much say, just give me anything. Whatever you give me, I will eventually find a use for. I might have to cogitate for a while, depending on what it is. If it's something way out of my sort of comfort zone, or out of my niche, if you will. I should point out that I'm a self-taught artist. I've been doing art my whole life. I've never taken classes or anything. At this point in my life, in my 40s, I don't really want to take classes. I'm perfectly happy with the art style that I came up with. And I'm perfectly happy doing my own bizarre art for the rest of my life. And if people get it and like it, great. And if you don't get it and you don't like it, great. Go find another artist who you do like. You know, I don't understand people's fascination with hate watching things. If you don't like me, go find another artist you do like. If you do like me, welcome, and I love you. And I'm here for you. I'm going to try to make your life a little easier. Try to give you a break from the constant storm that is life, that is modern life. Having to deal with endless robocalls, bills, stupid jobs, power trip bosses, fair weather friends. Just the rigors of life in general. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you should do art. It gives you a nice break from everything. Gives you a chance to calm down, to relax, catch your breath. I do like that sound. Okay, there we go. How do you like that? Now, sometimes what I like to do, once I've finished coloring in something like that, is to add like a little quote, some letters, some words. In this case, I'm thinking 5 letters, 7 letters, 5 letters, and I'm thinking you're awesome, or maybe amazing. Let's put amazing, and let's put it in red. I'm gonna grab this red pen again. I'm thinking instead of using this side, which I outlined them with, I'm gonna use this other side, this fat part, and I'm gonna write A M A Z I N G, and then on the top, I'm thinking purple might look nice on the green. Also, I didn't outline any of them in purple, so I'm gonna write your. Technically, it's a contraction, but that's okay. That's close enough for government work. You're amazing. And then I'm gonna say, insert name here. I'm gonna do it in dark blue. Why? I don't know. It's just what suits my fancy. All right, what is a 5-letter name I want to put in here? What's my name? Matthew. Okay, that's 7 letters. Matt, that's 4. What is a 5-letter name that I want to put in there? Who do I really like? Penn and Teller. That's 4 and 6. That doesn't fit. Sia. That's 3. Who else do I really like? Stephen King, Steven Spielberg. Yeah. Too long. I got it. Since my birth name is Matthew, my friend Quentin sometimes calls me Mateo, which is obviously Matthew in Spanish, and it's 5 letters. All right, here we go. Let's put in Mateo. You're amazing, Mateo. I like it. Nice positive affirmation, buddy. Excuse me. I got this tickle in my throat. You know what I was just thinking? My buddy Quentin, Quinton, that's 7, but he calls me Mateo. I could have put my nickname for him since his name was Quentin. Sometimes I call him Qbert, Qbert. I could say, you're amazing, Qbert, but it's too late now. I put in you're amazing, Mateo. Having said that, now that I've done this project, and I have sat quietly and gathered my thoughts, now I'm going to go do a bigger art project. Excuse me, and get something, a little bit of water to drink. My throat's kind of froggy. So, I just want to say thank you for watching. Let me know if you liked this below, in the comments below. And keep this thought in your head, Matthew. You're amazing, Mateo. And to all my viewers, I love you. And I will see you on the next